Okay, quick overview. This is the setup that I will be working with today. I am working with Leveled Up Luxe Rental. Go ahead, check them out if you want to rent these beautiful things from them. I will leave her Instagram in the description under this video. Also, I probably will be using these confettis. These are square confettis, not your usual ones. And I am working with Qualatex today. I did stuffed my regular red color with black balloons just to get that rich, nice red color. I am using my Legenda. This is my first time taking Legenda out for a setup. I'm very happy with this one so far. And yeah, let's inflate. Okay, never mind. I'll use Legenda when I'll be inflating my 5-inch balloons. Instead of Legenda, I am going back to my Zoom inflator because it's going to be a lot faster for me to inflate with this one, with 2 balloons at a time, than using the Legenda and inflating 1 balloon at a time. So this is what I am doing. 11-inch balloons on top and inflate into different sizes. Something like this. Next step is absolutely and totally up to you. You can press your balloons against the table to give them more rounder shape, or against yourself, whatever works, and tie your balloons into a pair. I am grabbing a 16-inch balloon, 2 of them, and inflating them as well into 16-inch balloons. A pair. And repeating that 2 more times to get 2 more pairs of balloons, because I want to create bigger clusters of balloons for this setup. Pairs of balloons, crisscrossing them and intertwining them into a quad. Make sure you intertwine a couple of times because you need your balloons to sit together and be intertwined nice and tight together. Grabbing another pair and intertwining with these as well. Why you need to intertwine a few times? Because you don't want your pairs to be loose. If your pairs in between will be loose, then your whole quad or cluster will fall apart. It would not look very nice and tight. So make sure you intertwine a few times into different directions around different balloons. And my last pair, my 16-inch, adding in, twisting around, intertwining. And here you have a beautiful big cluster of balloons. I will also make a smaller cluster of balloons just using probably 11-inch balloons. Smaller cluster of balloons are 3 pairs of balloons combined together. What I just created was a big cluster of balloons. Big cluster of balloons are 4 pairs of balloons intertwined together. So just playing around to making quads as well. Quads are 2 pairs together. So mismatching everything and going for different amount of balloons in my clusters. To build my balloon garland, I am grabbing 2 clusters, different clusters. This one's bigger, this one's smaller. You can do whatever you want. I am reaching in and finding the inner layer of my balloon, preferably 11-inch, because 11-inch, they are the stretchiest in this situation, because 16-inch way too tough to stretch. I am grabbing these 2 tails from both clusters and trying to tie them as tight as possible. So this is 2 necks tied together. Let it go, play around a little bit, and you have a start to your base of your balloon garland. Okay, you guys, lately I've been loving creating little mini balloon garlands, like tying 2, 3 clusters of balloons together and then building my balloon garlands out of these. I don't know, something that I kind of switched from clusters and building by cluster to something like this. I don't know, I like it. It's something different. The next step is I will be grabbing my balloons and going against this side. I will be building the base of my balloon garland by tying my balloons to the pole right here with fishing line or 260s. Haven't decided yet. We'll see what will work better. Had to use a 260 to attach this top cluster to the bottom. I haven't used 260s to construct my balloon garlands such a long time. I think it's much easier and faster with double stuffed balloons to use a 260 to connect everything together, because if you're not used to double stuffed balloons and you know, tugging on latex and tying them together, your skin will be highly irritated. Probably blisters will come up. So if you have trouble, just use 260s to connect clusters together. Never forget to attach whatever you're building to the frame, because everything will be loose and everything will be wobbly. So I am using a whole bunch of 260s to do that. Do you see these hooks over here? I want to utilize them as well and try to take this balloon garland maybe here and out, and we'll see how that's going to go. Let's try this out. I accidentally took off one of the hooks while I was trying to hook my fishing line on the hook, and look at these hooks. So basically you push this section right into that line underneath the tiles and they will sit nice and tight. Something new. I will ask where she got these hooks and I will share it with you in the description under this video. Build this side of the balloon garland more with extra clusters of balloons. I'll be grabbing them using a 260 or an X of balloons or whatever works, and I'll be going around and seeing where this garland needs more volume, especially at the bottom. I want to build it out really big, and we'll go from there. You guys, here's what I decided to do with the bottom. I don't want to make my bottom so tight. I want to use glue dashes and lightly attach my balloons to the base of my balloon garland. Why I want to do that? Because sometimes when you tie necks of balloons or use 260s might show, necks might show, and 260s or necks of balloons might pull your balloons way too tight to the base, or it might drive your balloons a little bit upward or to the side or somewhere that you don't want your balloons to lay. So let's just use glue dashes. Guys, legenda comes into play. I am setting a timer to inflate my 5-inch balloons. I want them to be nice and even, and then afterwards I will construct mini long 5-inch balloon garlands. So let's do that. Perfect. Inflating 2 and tying them into a pair, just like that. After I have 2 pairs, I am crisscrossing them into a quad. Quads of 5-inch balloons are ready. Now I am grabbing a 260, tying one end of 260 to one of my 5-inch quads in a knot to make sure it's not going to slip out and go anywhere. Grabbing another quad, putting right on top, stretching my 260, wrapping around of the balloons, coming around to the top, another quad on top, wrapping around newer balloons and going back to the older balloons once, and keep going. Every other cluster or quad, you need to go back to the older balloons. Rubber band in half, wrap it around the knot, loop one side of your rubber band through the other loop, tighten it, and you have a loop. As you can see, this balloon has this whitish kind of like a milky color instead of clear. This is because your balloon inflator can get too hot and the air will hit on a certain point and kind of heat the balloon up. This is why it's happening. Lady, you will love me so much. You will love me so much.
Why?
This is it, you guys. This is what I have for you today. This is what I created for Leveled Up Luxe Rental. Something very out of the box for me. I usually construct my balloon garlands differently. This time I tried something different. It turned out to be very, very Valentine's-like for sure. This red color I absolutely love. It's not your typical red, but it's like more of a darker red. Not burgundy, but darker red. Very, very pretty. Absolutely love the wings with the halo and the shimmery wall. And in the corner, I just try to fill the corner with those chandeliers. And I think they are amazing in here. All right, we added a handmade rug. Really, really pretty. And that's all. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think about this setup, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.